The following presentation is brought to you by Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW Post 10, 519, Greendale, Wisconsin. Disabled American Veterans, DAV, Chapter 19, West Allis, Wisconsin. And by viewers like you.
From the global resources of Veterans Media Services. This is Veterans Newsline with Dave VIVA.
Welcome to the show today, everybody. Today we're at the second annual VIVA picnic in Milwaukee. That's the Visually Impaired Veterans Activity Group at the Zablocki VA Medical Center in Milwaukee. And we're here for their second annual picnic. We'll be talking to Rob Ivy, president and founder of the group, in just a little bit to find out a little bit more about that. And we'll be talking to some of the vendors here today that have various types of products to help veterans that are visually impaired. So, without further ado, let's have a little chat with Rob Ivy. Joining me today is Rob Ivy, president and founder of the VIVA group. And Rob, can you tell us, first of all, a little bit about the VIVA group?
Well, in 2010, I had just returned from the Blind Rehab Center, and we had quite a few recreational activities there, but when I got back to the VA here in Milwaukee, there was absolutely none. There was a great need to have a recreational outlet for our blinded veterans. Now, we had to start from scratch, and we worked our way up, and we finally got to where now we have 32, I believe, active members. We include their wives as active members, their caretakers as active members, because they all get a chance to vote, because everything we do affects the blinded veteran. Now, we try to do only activities that are enjoyable. We're not a political group. Our main goal is to get people out in public, let the blind, the public know that the blind people can still function, although they do have some difficulties. They can overcome them with just a little adaptive technology.
Okay, and of course VIVA itself, we may not have mentioned it, but VIVA stands for?
Visually Impaired Veterans Activities.
Veterans Activities, and of course today we're at the picnic. What kind of stuff can we see at the picnic
Well,
today?
today we're going to have vendors from ATR, which is Advanced Technologies Resources. We have other vendors, all geared towards low vision people. We're going to have people from OcuPaws, which raise service dogs for free for our blinded veterans, or for all blinded people. We're going to have a karaoke band, which is setting up on stage now. We're also going to have a three-man guitar mariachi band this afternoon. We're going to just have presentation of our Member of the Year. We're going to present gifts to our motor pool, because it's just so great towards us in transporting us.
Great.
So it's a good time coming.
And then, of course, throughout the case this summer, we're going to Camp American Legion today. Many of the folks watching at home probably saw the Camp American Legion video that we produced last year. It's our #1 viewed video, by the way. And we're going to be doing that. We went to Wayne's Drive-In.
Wayne's Drive-In. Oh, we're going back there again on the 8th.
They're going back there again, and so there's a lot of things blind people can do and enjoy life and not necessarily be cooped up all the time.
That's right.
Well,
Get out of the house and enjoy yourself. Thank you for the
My
interview.
name is Randy Johnson. I'm with Enhanced Vision. Enhanced Vision is a manufacturer for low vision equipment. All of these are magnification devices, and then I have one that has a text-to-speech capabilities. What I do is I do in-home demonstrations for individuals that are looking to get more education on the devices that we carry. I go to their home, show them all the devices, let them see how it would work in their lifestyle. The first product that I have to show you is the Pebble. The Pebble is a handheld magnifier. It will adjust magnification by pushing one button. The magnification levels go from 2 to 10 times on this device. It also has a color changing mode. This one died, of course. It has a color changing mode, has 28 different color modes you can choose from. That just makes the contrast better for someone that has low vision, makes the words stand out a little bit more. This one has a handle on it. It's portable. The handle is maneuverable. You can actually lay it right on top and scroll across. I have an Amigo. It's another portable device. This device just lays right on top. It doesn't have a handle, but you don't have to hold it up, so that's okay. There's a 6-inch screen. You maneuver it across the page. You can change the side here and the side here. This goes from 3.5 to 16 times magnification. Also has all those same 28 different color modes to choose from. This one can be attached to a television monitor as well, so it can take this image that's here onto a large screen TV as well. This device is the Da Vinci. This is actually one of my favorites. One thing that it does is magnification, just like all of them do. You would pull it up to the level of magnification that you like, and then just scroll across the page to be able to read the text. It does text-to-speech capabilities as well, so all you would have to do is lower it to the size where you can fit all the words on the screen, and then push a button. That button's going to snap a picture of what we took a picture of.
WCNC. July. With.
I'll go down.
I. With.
Alright, so then you just let it play.
With HDVIVA will experience high definition color and contrast, giving you a crystal clear picture in vibrant colors. Experience the joy of reading with our new text-to-speech feature. Da Vinci will read any printed text aloud with the push of a button. Done.
This one also does distance as well. So you can turn that capture button off, and then you can look around. Here I'm going to just zoom it in. I'll zoom it in on you, actually. For the self-viewing mode, you can turn it up and actually use it like a mirror. Lots of different functions for these devices.
All right, if folks watching at home want to get in touch with you about some of this stuff, how would they go about doing that?
You can contact me at 262, what is my time? 825-7905. 262-825-7905. I can come out and just show you any of these devices here or the other ones that we have. You can check out our website, enhancedvision.com. You can see all the different products that we have.
From Adaptive Technology Resources. Today we're here at the Zablocki Picnic for blinded veterans, and I am demonstrating an iPad with its accessible features in it. And with iPads, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can also make it talk, so that if you have no vision whatsoever, you can read the text that's on a web page or read your email or do other things. You can also scan a document in, such as this, and then have it read back to you. There's a whole host of things that an iPad can do for you. So we're also demonstrating the iPhone today, and that has similar features to it like the iPad. So you can enlarge the text, so you can see who's calling. You can enlarge it also so that you can find a contact in there. It also has voice recognition to it, where you can say, Siri, call Scott. And it will come on and say, would you like to call Scott Hegley, who's my associate? And you say yes, and it automatically dials the phone. So just some of the features that are available for the iPhone and the iPad.
Hi, I'm Scott Hegley, and I'm also with Adaptive Technology Resources, and I have all kinds of products here on the table. Most notably, this big, large 24-inch CCTV called the Lifestyle. And the Lifestyle, its job is to magnify, to show text, to show information up on the screen. It has what's called an XY table, which, if I unlock it, I can move it around, and that way whatever text or magazine or newspaper is underneath, it's shown up on the screen itself. There are controls on the front of the unit, namely the magnification or the background color change. So if I have, let's say, white on black or black on white or green on yellow, to match your eye conditions, you can change those buttons to bring that information up on the screen for you. There's also a brightness control, so in the sun today, we probably almost want to turn that down a little bit. So brightness control on the bottom is also very important for the Lifestyle. This is a 24-inch monitor. We also have one available in a 22-inch monitor if you want something a little bit smaller. This is a desktop, so it's not portable. It's meant to sit in your kitchen, your living room, your library, your dining room, wherever you need something available to magnify your text. We also have another product. This one, can you see it from here? This is called a Candy Grip. And this is a very portable version of the Lifestyle. It has a handle with 3 positions. So I can turn the unit this way by 45 degrees or straight up and down or 45 degrees in the other direction. This has a capture feature, so if I am looking at a book or a magazine, I can capture the image with the button and bring the image up to my eyes so I can take a look at it. This also has what's called continuous zoom. So you have many, many zoom areas that you can go to, anywhere from 3x to 22 times the magnification level of whatever you're looking at. And probably most important, there's a little button up here. It's called a self-viewing button. If I press this button, it will actually take a picture of myself with a built-in camera. So that is called the Candy or the Candy Grip.
The president of the Octopus Guide Dog Association. We provide guide dogs for free to Wisconsin. Yes.
Can you slow down your speed for me?
Sure. We provide guide dogs for free to Wisconsin, including veterans. We don't exclude you guys, you know. Veterans, and what makes us different than Leader Dog is that we will go to your home to train your dog. So, for example, you call me up and say, I really would like to start working with a dog, guide dog. And we'll say, great, fill out the application, we get some information on that application, we come out and talk with you and say, I think you'd be a great candidate for a guide dog. So then we look around and we try to determine if a dog like Lincoln here would be good for you, or maybe you need a little quieter dog. And then what we do is we go up and visit you. We send our guide dog mobility instructor up there to talk to you. And next thing you know, well, you know, a little while later, you've got a dog. So, in fact, next month we'll be placing a guide dog with a veteran from Wisconsin.
I'm trying to find out how I could help out with a blind vet. I was around after World War II, but as a nurse in the Army hospital and in civilian hospitals, I had the opportunity of taking care of many individuals that had lost their vision, and thought that I could do something for them in return. You don't know how valuable your vision is until you no longer have it, and I found that out just in recent months after Vietnam. But I'm not complaining about it, because there are fellows that are worse off than I. And I would like to talk about a lab for just a moment. I see we have a beautiful lab right here.
I understood that Mr. Holowinski liked yellow labs, so I went through our kennels and I said, find me a yellow lab, and so we brought this young man here today.
Good. I had 2 yellow labs, both were named Captain Duffy McDougall O'Toole. I'll tell you why I gave him that name, because I was in the service at the time, and while in Vietnam, I had some medical problems. They medically evacuated me from Vietnam, and they were going to send me to a hospital, supposedly nearest to my family, which was about 300 miles away. So I talked to the sergeant, who said, well, if you have friends or neighbors or a good friend closer than the hospital that we're going to send you to, we can arrange it. And so I thought for a minute, oh, O'Toole, he can do it. And so I told the Army that I had a very good friend who was keeping my house while I was in Vietnam. His name was Captain Duffy McDougall O'Toole. So they didn't know whether he was Army, Navy, or Air Force. And so they changed the orders, and I came back to my home in Denver, where I lived. I was there a short time, and after I got back home, and I was heating up some soup one day. You know, electric stoves are nice, but they're a problem too. And I put the soup on to heat it up, and then I thought I turned it off, but it didn't click. So Duffy and I went down in the basement of my home, and he always had his rug next to my couch that I lay down on. And I went off to sleep. Well, the kettle cooked dry, and then it started to smoke. The house was filled with smoke, and I was sound asleep, but in the basement the smoke hadn't gotten down there yet. And shortly, the dog grabbed my pant leg and pulled on it, and I sort of shushed him away. And so then he really gave me a tug, and I smelled the smoke. We got out. I think had it not been for a dog, I wouldn't be here today. But he always got to get the morning paper. And one thing about Duffy O'Toole and labs, they are the most enjoyable animal you can ever have, I think. Mine had to wash his feet before he came in the house. It was an awful mess at times, because he'd stand there by the door with the muddy feet, and then he'd put them in the bucket and wait for me to bring a rag out to wipe them off. So I'd like to make a little donation to the organization to help veterans or anyone else who needs a dog or the thing. And here's a check for $1,000.
Oh my goodness! Oh, thank
you. You stand outside of it.
No,
Each of you hold up.
You gotta take a picture of the check.
Yeah, just so we can take your hand on the check. Okay? Otherwise, right? Excuse me.
This is wonderful.
I would stand behind the service.
You have to be in military service. So here, I'll hold your stick, and you can look at these very special awards just for you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very honored. And we have, to go with my duckies, we have my mama duck. I have all my little...
That's your Dwayne Thur duck. That's Air Force duck.
Air Force duck. Navy duck.
A Navy duck.
Navy duck. And we have...
A Marine Corps duck.
A Marine Corps duck.
And that's the Army duck.
Army duck.
Now, Leon suggested that I hot glue the headband and make you wear it as a party hat. But thank you for all the extra stuff you do.
Thank you. I enjoy it. I enjoy all of you.
I gotta tell you, she does enjoy it. She gets more excited about this stuff. Between her and Leon, I don't know who gets more excited. Sometimes I have to run from that room. They get so much joy from helping these guys.
There was 100 young veterans who were blinded, and they was at an old Army convalescent hospital in Avon, Connecticut, and they was being treated for their wounds that had left them blind. But around that time, and many of you probably know, the only thing the VA was giving blinded veterans was this white cane and a cup and seal. That's basically what it was. But since that time, blinded veterans have came a long way. Blinded veterans are now being trained. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of the different technology that's out there now for blinded veterans. We have blinded veterans in all kinds of careers today. The Blinded Veterans Association, we're one of your smaller organizations. We have 7 service officers, each service officer being a blinded veteran like myself. I even have an assistant that helps me do my work. Most of your bigger service organizations may have 7 service officers in one office. We're small, but we've made our mark, especially up in Congress. The BVA is known for getting things passed. So I'm here representing the BVA today because you guys are in my district. I hope this will be one of many times I come to join you all in your activities that you do throughout the year. Being a service officer, one of my main functions is to process claims for compensation and pension. So if there's anyone that's in the room that needs to talk to me while I'm here today, just pull me to the side and I'll be happy to talk to you concerning compensation and pension. And another thing, I never like to twist blinded veterans' arm, but I think every blinded veteran should be a member of the Blinded Veteran Association. We offer a lifetime membership. I think it's great to be a member of the Blinded Veteran Association. It gives you the access to Washington, where the headquarters is at. You have that 800 number you can always call if you have a problem. From that, you can get the direction that you need. So if anyone's interested in becoming a member also, talk to me throughout the day while I'm here. I don't want to hold you guys
Joining me now is Daniel Johnson, and he's with the Blind Veterans Association. Daniel, can you tell us a little bit about the Blind Veterans Association?
Yes, the Blinded Veteran Association has been around since 1943. Right after the end of World War II, blinded veterans had no activities or training that was being provided by the VVA. As a matter of fact, the VA was just giving blinded veterans a cup in this white cane. But since that time, blinded veterans have been trained. We have blinded veterans that has excelled in all careers. The BVA has always been in partnership with the Veterans Association. They were very instrumental, matter of fact, in having blind rehabilitation added to their curriculum as training for blinded veterans. The BVA service all 50 states of the United States. We're one of your smaller service organizations. We have 7 service officers, but the BVA is known for getting things done up in Washington, D.C. They're great lobbyists for all blinded veterans across the United States. The Blinded Veteran Association main motto is blinded veterans, helping blinded veterans. And just like I'm here today at this venue here in Milwaukee, it's a great pleasure for me to come down and to see blinded veterans helping blinded veterans.
Now, one of the things I think some of the people watching at home are going to wonder, blinded veterans, how did they get into service in the first place if they were blind? Can you explain that to us?
Well, blinded veterans is a veteran that became blind or had a disease that was aggravated while they were in military active duty. Once this injury or disease happened, they became blinded veterans.
Okay, and then the BVA not only helps as a go-between the veteran and the VA, but they also help with the getting the benefits for the veterans as well.
Yes, that's a great point you just brought out, because myself being a service officer, one of my primary functions as a service officer is to process claims for blinded veterans and their spouses and children.
All right, well, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is J.J. Brooks. I am happy to be here. We're working for the VIVA Association. I'm a musician by trade. I work with a band, Bobby Way and the Way Outs. But in the past, I had my own group, and I've been a musician most of my life. I got the chance to work with Dick Clark on his rock and roll tours, so I got to do a lot of work with the people that we grew up listening to, Freddie Ken and Del Shannon, the Platters, all those old 50s groups, and I'm happy to be here today. This is a wonderful outing. I normally don't have that much time in the summer, but I have a free day, and I'm glad to be here.
This was the number one for him. Now you couples, you can dance. So I sing you to sleep after the loving with a song I just wrote yesterday. And I hope you can hear what the words and the music have to say. Well, it's so hard to explain everything that I'm feeling face to face. I just seem to go dry. But I love you so much that the sound of your voice can get me high. Thanks for taking me on a one-way trip to the sun. And thanks for turning me into someone. So I sing you to sleep after the loving. I'll brush back the tears from your eyes and the love on your face. It's so real that it makes me wanna cry. And I know that my song isn't saying anything new, but after the loving, I'm still in love with you. Oh, so singing asleep after the loving, and I'll brush back the hair from your eyes and the love on your face. It's so real that it makes me wanna cry. Oh, and I know that my song isn't saying anything new, but after the loving, I'm still in love with you. Oh, yes, after the loving, I'm still in love with you. Now, after the loving, I'm still in love with you. Thank you very much.
That's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. This is Dave Reiber reporting for Veterans Newsline in Milwaukee.